88SLG, KD8SLG. Nick, you listening? AB8MO. Radio check, please.
SLG, but I'll give you a radio check, KD8PC.
KEAQKO, you beat me to it there, Dustin.
Well, you sound good on my end.
You are both sounding good on my end, so there you go. Andy, don't forget to gray line out Wade since he was in and out. But all right, gentlemen, carry on. KD80PC, clear until next time. Or I guess pre-checks here in just a minute.
All right, I missed the. I was kind of glancing at the explosion on my phone, and I read it too fast. Got it marked in and out. Thanks, Dustin. Pre-net will start in about 90 seconds. AB8MO.
AB8MO, KD8SLG, returning your call. After all these, I don't know, all these Mark wannabes jumped in there in front of me. AB8MO, you sound great there, man. KD8SLG, standing by.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's 3 hours in the corner with the dunk cap on for you, Nick.
KEAQKO, which Nick?
Oh, sorry, don't mean to draw you in. Mr. KD8SLG, as long as you give me a pancake or two my way, all is covered. All the multitudes of sin for you there, Nick, at night. How you doing?
Doing good. The pancakes are all yours. Just got to come down to the south side of Akron and pick them up, because we don't do delivery.
That is right. We'll hear all about that. It's 9:30. I'm talking over the announcement. Hey, that's close enough. Sorry, folks, you get cheated out of your announcement. This is AB8MO, your pre-net host for the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association's Beacon Net. We meet every Sunday and Wednesday evening. The pre-show starts at 9:30, and the net kicks off at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Your net control scheduled net control this evening will be Mike, KEAQWE in Seville. And with QKO, who you just heard, he will be trivia. I will be your pre-net show host, and the logger, wrangler, and mangler. Let's see here. Already getting people in on the blue screen here, trying to check in. I will try to get you in. But first off, let's do roll call. KEAQWE Mike, radio check. Over to you.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I'm here. My radio seems to be working fine. You are sounding great. I'm ready to go. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to AB8MO.
All right, Mike, you're sounding great. Looks like I don't have to issue any refunds this evening because y'all got your announcement. KEAQKO, Nick, you got a trivia lined up for us this evening?
AB8MO, KEAQKO. Yes, sir, I do. The trivia question is all lined up with a special announcement right before the trivia question. And I'm going to add my 2 cents. That I love hearing the announcement for the Beacon Net on the repeater, but if anyone out there is listening that set that announcement up, maybe we could change it to 35 minutes instead of 30 minutes. That way it wouldn't step on the start of the pre-show. Just my 2 cents. But anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to you, AB8MO. This is KEAQKO.
Well, I think the idea is to kick off the pre-show after the announcement, and I was just too antsy to transmit, and so that was my fault. But you guys got it anyway. KD8SLG, just Nick. You're just Nick tonight. How are you?
AB8MO, KD8SLG. Well, what's up, Andy? You're sounding fine tonight. And you guys, you can't step on the call sign, girl. She's going to wedge herself in there any way she can. This is KD8SLG. I'm here. I'm listening. Have a great night. KD8SLG clear.
No, I'm not going to let you get away that easily. You still gotta be the hall monitor for the blue screen and keep the chaos to a minimum. KD8EPC, the Squatchabadina, how are you?
AB8MO and the prenet. This is KD8EPC. I'm here. I have a radio in front of me, holding a paper towel on my nose because I just got kicked in the face by the dog, and yeah, it's making a mess everywhere. So with that, KD8EPC back to prenet control.
W8WKY.
All right, sounds like the dog needs to be introduced to the blue screen timeout corner. Very good there. Thank you for being with us, Dustin. You enjoy your evening of being just a Squatchabadina. All righty, I got three on the list here. WG8MIU Wade was in and out. KY4SM Lawrence and KD28CE. Chris got you in there because you're already making mayhem on the blue screen there. As a reminder, I'm coming in through echoing, so if you, well, I guess echoing too, but through All-Star. So if you quit key, my squelch will remain closed. So if there's like 5 check-ins and I acknowledge the 6th one, you know what happens. So give it a little bit of a pause, guys. I'm listening. This is AB8MO.
This is Whiskey Bravo 4 Alpha India Zulu WB4AIZ. Echo in and out.
This is WBHEKV, Ed Wadsworth, WBHEKV.
AB8MO, this is WA8KOC, Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie. Fred in Akron. I'm going to be in and out for the net, but appreciate you having the pre-net here and taking control. Have a great evening and a great net. Everybody, 7-3. WA8KOC, back to net control.
This is Kilo Echo 8 Delta Leap Juliet, KE8DLJ, a mobile Ralph.
All righty. That sounded rather orderly, I think. First one I heard was WB4AIZ Chuck in and out, WB8GKV Ad, WA8KOC waving a hand hello in and out, KG4SCK got you, and K8DLJ Ralph Mobile will get to you here in a minute. Did I miss anybody? All right, got you in there, Phil. You're pretty noisy, but they did copy you, got you in at slot 15. All right, I'm going to go to the mobile first, and then I will pick up the rest of the list, see who's sticking around. K8DLJ, Ralph, how you doing?
AB8MO, this is KE8DLJ. Doing really well. I switched arthritis medicines 2 weeks ago, and it's actually starting to work. I woke up and I could move my wrists. The inflammation is gone. Feel much better. If I could just get my immune system working, I wouldn't be as tired as I am. Then everything would be perfect. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, it's dark and it's cold, but there's heat in the truck. That's all that matters. And well, actually, the fact that it's dark and it's cold might be keeping people off the road. So that makes me happy too. I got to do 2 Clevelands tonight, so I'll get my exercise. But I only got a 4-day work week, so that's a good one. KE8DLJ, back to you.
All right, praise the Lord. Glad to hear you're feeling better there, Ralph. I've been dealing with a lot of fatigue for a long time, like last year or two. And I don't know if it was COVID related or what, but I know a couple people said that they've been dealing with the same thing, so I don't know. But I'm glad that you're feeling better, and the roads are nice and open and relatively uncrowded. You going to stick around for the big show, Ralph?
Yes, I'll probably be in and out, but we'll see. I get closer to Maslin. I'm on 21. I get closer to Maslin, maybe there's more traffic. So right now, we'll say yes. I'll come in and give it in and out if I have to. Maybe 8, but it's KE8DLJ.
All right, Ralph. Well, we'll keep you on here and try to mark you here to pick you up first here since you are mobile. KY4SM Lawrence, are you sticking around and stand by Chris HCE?
Oh, yes, I am sticking around. Yes, I would like to stick around and see what kind of questions we can muster up. Thank you for asking. And, well, other than that, I don't have too much to say for this evening. It's been an uneventful week. Not too much going on over here. Other than the freak storms we got yesterday morning. Oh, they were freak storms. Lightning and thunder and lightning in close proximity. Yes. Oh, I would also like to mention that it seems lately that a whole bunch of nets, including some of my own, have been getting a whole lot of check-ins. I don't know where they're coming from, really. Who knows? Could be from God. Who knows? Go out for SM acting.
All right, very good there, Lawrence. Got you sticking around there. Let's see, Chris, 84ZU got you in at slot 17. KD2HCE, Chris, you sticking around, and then, we'll see if Ray is here. But if Ray's not here, stand by Ed. Take it away there, Chris.
Hello, everybody out there. This is Alpha Delta 4 Zulu Uniform in Tampa, Florida. I'm not going to stick around. I've got too much audio loss. I'm connected to node number. Let me see where I am. Where am I? Node number 48496. And the audio is really very bad. So everybody have a great night and better tomorrow. Have a great week ahead. God bless. And good luck from Tampa, Florida. I'm out of here. See ya.
All righty. I just we had 2 Chris's here. All righty, Chris. I'm sorry to hear you got some packet loss there. Yeah, that is the direct node. You might try 49562 and see if that's any better. The boredom breaker hub. We also, probably not connected now, but we do coming through the do drop-in network. So there's several ways to connect. But I'm sorry to hear you've got severe packet loss. I know, I understand, believe me. Please stop by again. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday evening at this time. Thanks for being with us. KD2HCE, Chris, thanks for standing by. And then standby Ray, CFY. All right, now hearing Chris, and I turn on my other radio on 3.9 here just to make sure I don't have a problem. All righty, I don't think Ray is here, but I'll try him real quick. He'll be around later. K5CFY, Ray, you're there? Say hello.
W8WKY.
All right, he should be back later. WB8 Gold Carrot Vocals. Ed, how are you? You sticking around for the big show? And then stand by SCK, Mark.
This is WBAGKV. Tell me if my link's working okay. I'm on the link, the other antenna there, 10 watts. And see if that's coming through all right. It should be. Hopefully, but I would get a report on that if there's noise, some noise or whatever. And yeah, we'll be sticking around. This is WBAGKV.
All right. Whoever has your mic open, I cannot transmit at all when you're doing that, so please mute it. Pretty please. Thanks for being there. Got you down there. You sound fabulous through the link. From what I could tell, you're pretty much full quieting, and I'm having a brain fart on Sandy's call. KG5FYC? I think that's it. KG4SCK, Mark, I'm getting confused. You sticking around?
Hey, good evening, Andy. KG4SCK, thank you for putting me in the lineup. I am eager to take a swing at that trivia question. Yes, sir. Back over to AB8MO.
All righty, got you in there, Mark. Thanks for keeping it brief there, because I'm trying to work on my time management. WV3K, Phil, you're sticking around, I take it, and then Alan, I took the liberty of punching you in here, so you are slot 16, Alan. WV3K, Phil, let's see if you're any better.
AB8MO, Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, copy.
That is substantially better.
Okay, well, I'm just working on half a watt, so I'm on a portable unit. I don't think I'm going to be sticking around, Andy. I need to get some rest, and there's been just a lot of stuff that I need to get done. So go ahead and enjoy the net tonight, and be blessed. And sorry I didn't answer your text message. We can talk about that at some later point. So anyway, with that, I'll go ahead and let you go so you can follow up through with the rest of the check-ins that may come to you before the start of the actual net. So it's good to hear your voice in there. Glad you're controlling. You sound wonderful coming through, whether you're using a node or just straight RF. But you're doing a really good performance on your radio. So AB8MO, WV3K, take care and God bless, and lots of love to you, Andy. Be good to yourself. WV3K.
WV3K, AB8MO, that's much better there, Phil. Thanks for checking in with us this evening. Got you marked in and out. Glad you got my text. Yeah, the guy was asking about it. I've had his radio for like 8 months now, and he's been extremely patient with me. But anyway, yeah, well, we need to hook up sometime this week if we can. I know you've been very busy. You got a lot on your plate there, Phil. But we'll connect either way. Have yourself a good one, and that moves us on to the one who creates all kind of chaos in the blue screen, but we wouldn't want it any other way. KI5DAY, Alan, say hello.
AB8MO, KD at SLG. KF5DAY is still on the AA net over there. He'll join us later. KD at SLG, clear.
Yeah, you know, as soon as I called him, I was like, you know what, he's probably over on the AA net, so I'm sure he will make through with this threat to show up here. KF5ADE, Nick, how are things in Suffield? I don't know, where are you?
Good evening, this is KF5AD. I'm trying to be very relaxed and slow on the key tonight. We are on the RF, we are in the basement, and we are in the buffet. And I hope this is getting there because we're sitting in the buffet. This is making the trip to you. On this, if the signal is all there, and then we'll turn it over for Sandy, KG5SIC. And this is KG5AD. We're in for the show. And we'll talk to you in a little bit. Back to you.
All right, Nick, got about 85% of that. You're pretty noisy, and you dropped out briefly there. I don't know if you can relocate there, and we'll see how Sandy sounds. KG5SIC, say hello. All right, Sandy, I got enough to know that was you, but I got maybe 5% of that. So mark a big red X on the floor and don't stand there again. That was actually better. It's tough being in the basement. The weather is not that good this evening, so prop is probably down, but got sticking around. All righty, we still got about 9 minutes here. I'm doing better on time. Let's see who's lurking and who would like to get on the list here. This is AB8MO taking pre-net check-ins for the Beacon Net. Please call now.
Kilo 1, Lima Delta Foxtrot, K1L. K1LDF, this is Austin.
AF5, JB, Alpha Foxtrot 5, Julia Bravo. Commander to Austin, short time.
Kilo India 5, Romeo Foxtrot India. KI5, radio frequency interference, Max.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Zulu Alpha, Eric in Strongsville.
King Charles 8, Fox Queen Victor, Mark, KC8, FQ. Good evening, Andrew.
right. From what I could tell, that sounded pretty darn orderly. We had K1LDF Austin, AF5JB Matt. I'll get right back to you. KI5RFI. It's either Matt or Mac, M-A-C-K, but get a clarification on there. KI5 Radio Frequency Interference Matt. Got you in there. KE8VZA Eric. And KC8FQV. Did I miss anybody?
W8WKY.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Kilo Alpha, Josh in Parma Heights.
All right, heard one additional, my good buddy Josh in Parma Heights. Got you in there and got a clarification on RFI. It's Mac. All righty, let's see who's sticking around here. Please keep your comments, well, let's see here. Matt, I'll call you first here. We got a list here, so keep it brief there, buddy. AF5JB from AB8MO.
I appreciate it. Getting to you and everybody else out there on the net. I've really been enjoying my new Yaesu 400. I really love it. Still trying to figure it out, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to get the same for years, and when I got one, and it's well worth the wait. But anyway, had a good weekend. Done my chores, wandering and everything. Went out of town, saw friends. We got back by 12:30 last night. Had a beer and went to bed. That's my weekend. And had to fill in for a driver. He had some issues, so I came in and worked for him. So I was pretty tired by the time it was all done, but other than that, I'm all good to go, and I just want to check in and say hi to you guys. All right, guys. I can say work week, city 3. Thanks for having me on, and catch y'all next time out there. And this is AF5JB, Matt. This is Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back to control, and thanks again, and see y'all next time. Back to control.
All right, Matt. Well, enjoy the new radio and got you marking it out. Thanks for standing by. Okay, we got about 45 seconds allocated to each person here. Just plan accordingly. K1LDF Austin, you sticking around?
AB8MO, K1LDF. Good evening, Andy. Yeah, I'll be around tonight. Over.
Excellent, Austin. Got you sticking around. Thanks for joining us. KI5RFI Mac. How you doing? You sticking around?
Yeah, net control is KI5RFI. Yeah, I'll be hanging around the net to see what happens on the big show. Back to you.
All right. I make no guarantee or promises, though, as to what happens on the big show. That is out of my hands. Thanks for being with us, Mac. K8VZA, Eric, how are things in Strongsville? You sticking around?
AB8MO, this is KE8VZA. Yes, Andy, thank you. I'm sticking around tonight.
All right, sounding good, and got you sticking around, Eric. Thank you. KC8FQV, Mark, you're sticking around, right?
Yeah, I'm going to stick around, Andy. Yeah, I didn't get to the Ham Fest, but I did get down to it via Facebook. They did post a couple of pictures of the, and had a little video, so it looked good. So we'll send it back to net. Yeah, I didn't get the touch call I wanted to. But things all didn't work out. I got a fast tonight. I hope the doctor tells me to come in and do the blood work in the morning before I go to the doctor. So back to net, KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, I didn't make it to the Hamfest either because I was having breakfast with a dear friend of mine who is going to be talking right now. We were playing a little H. Actually, he was playing a little HF for a while. KAVKA, Josh, you sticking around?
ABNMO, KAVKA. Hey, Andy. Hey, everybody. I'm not going to be sticking around today. I'm getting a little tired here. It was a long weekend. A lot of fun playing a little HF there. Thanks for making that happen. That was awesome. I had my first, I guess you'd call it an international contact, Canada, but it's not really. Being on the lake, it's not that impressive. But it was still fun. It was still fun, so appreciate that. All right, I'll send it back to you. Good to see you this weekend, and talk to you soon. So have a good night, everybody. We'll say 7-3. This is KAVKA. Have a good night, sir.
KAPKA, Josh from AB8MO. All right, it was great seeing you Saturday. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we both skipped out on Tusco. But you know what? It inspired me to work some POTA stations as well because I know you were working some POTA stations, and that's a good way of getting your feet wet. I think you were just on 40. Maybe if you move up to 20 or definitely 20 and above, you'll definitely get much more international DX. And let's see, I worked a new country on 10 meters today. I want to say it was the Land Sweep Islands off the coast of India. That was on FT8 though. But they are doing sideband voice in CW, so maybe you can get a chance to snag them that way. All right. Hey, I'm going to end on time tonight, and it is 10 o'clock in about 8 seconds. KAQWE Mike, take it away. This is ABNMO. Thanks to one and all who checked in with me this evening. ABNMO.
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello everybody. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Mike. My call sign is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo, and I will be the net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater 147.390 with a PL tone of 114.8, All-Star Dode 48496, and Echo Link Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Dash Romeo. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all licensed stations are welcome to check in. We are linked in this evening with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in and various other repeaters. So we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. Okay, there is nothing there. So, stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically along with your name and location. And please go slow so that we are able to get everything in. Okay, who would like to get checked in? Could the Bravo station please repeat? I was having trouble understanding.
W8W.
Your audio is weak. Gain on your mic some. Oh, great. Okay, what is your call sign? Okay, that sounds good, Mike. Thank you much. Okay, do we have any additional check-ins to the net? Okay. Let's go ahead and get this show going, and I will check about every 10 minutes or so and see if we have anyone else. So, okay. All right. Before we get this thing going, let's go to our master of trivia, Nick.
Good evening, Mike, and good evening, everybody on the net. I am KEAQKO, and I have your trivia question this evening. However, before I start, I have an announcement. Boy Scout Troop 304 will be holding a pancake breakfast this Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Clearview United Methodist Church in Springfield Township, where yours truly, KEAQKO, Nick at Night, will be flipping flapjacks. The address is 1733 Massillon Road, Akron, Ohio, 44312. If you would like to stop by and support the troop while eating some pancakes, it would be appreciated. The price is $8 per adult and $5 for kids 12 and younger. Let them know that the BeaconNet sent you. I'm going to break for time. All right, I appreciate you may know the answer, but please try to avoid spoiling the trivia for others. The trivia question is as follows. What is Johannes Kepler best known for? Your options are alpha, laws of universal gravitation, Bravo, laws of thermodynamics, Charlie, laws of planetary motion, or Delta, laws of motion. I will reread the question and answers again. What is Johannes Kepler best known for? Alpha, laws of universal gravitation, Bravo, laws of thermodynamics, Charlie, laws of planetary motion, or Delta, laws of motion. The announcement and the trivia question will both be posted in the blue screen. Pass it back to you, Mike. This is KEAQKO.
Okay, Nick. Well, I know it's going to be one of two, but boy, I'm not sure which one. First things first, let's go down in the list and see who we have here. Okay, we have Wade, which is Whiskey Delta 8 MIU. We have Lawrence, which is KY4SM. We have Chris, which is KD2HCE. We have Chuck, Whiskey Bravo 4 AIZ, he is in and out. We have Ray, K5CFY. We have Ed, Whiskey Bravo 4 GKV. We have Fred, which is, wait a minute, where is he at here? Which is Whiskey Alpha 8 KOC. He is in and out. We have Mark, KG4SCK. We have Ralph, which is Kilo Echo 8 DLJ. We have Phil, which is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. He is in and out. We have Alan, which is KI5DAY. I'm sure he's going to have a trivia question. And we have Chris, which is 84ZU. We have Nick, who is a guest at our Silvercreek Amateur Radio Club meeting on Thursday. We were to have him. That's KF5ADE, and his wife Sandy, which is KG5SYC. We have Austin, which is K1LDF. We have Matt, which is AF5JB. He is in and out. We have Mac, which is KI5RFI. We have Eric, which is KE8VZA. We have Mark, which is KC8FQV. We have Josh, which is KE8VKA. He is in and out. And finally, we have Mike, which is Whiskey Bravo 8CX. Oh, did I miss anyone? Okay, let's get the show going. Let's go up to Lawrence KY4SM.
All right. Well, good evening to you there, and good evening to all on the net. Here is KY4SM here. And let's see, for the question of the night, I would say that letter C for Charlie would probably be the answer for that one. And let's see, as for the trivia question, I would say that a flock of ravens, probably, letter C as well. All right. That's all I got to say. This is, so you can put me down for double C, by the way. Oh, Alan, I am not Googling the answers. I'm just making an educated guess because none of those other answers seem correct. All right, take care, everybody. 32, have a wonderful week ahead. This is KY4SM. Thank you.
Okay, that sounds good. I'm going to take a quick break. Alan, K5DAY, KI5DAY, could you read the alternate trivia question, please? Okay, it looks like Alan is not there, so let's just go ahead and continue on. Let's go to Chris in Medina, KD2HCE.
Jurassic pause there. KD2HCE, good evening, group, all the Beaconese. Get the trivias out of the way. The alternate trivia, you have to remember, I'm just going to be funny here. You have to remember, I forget the name of the movie with Mr. Hamilton playing a vampire in Manhattan, and he was at the window in Manhattan, or in the ghetto of Manhattan, and somebody came to the window, and he was a vampire, and he's like, ooh, black chicken, and you have to think of Corn Walderbean's chickens at that point. So, no, it's called an unkindness, so B for Beaconnet there. And we all know that Mr. Johan does planetary motion, so it's C for Chris. We'll leave it at that. Everything was good today. We took our clouder of cats to the vet. We had to give them, we had to dose them
Mealy and Whiskers went yesterday, and Mealy tore them up, even with their cat glove on. She wasn't having any of it. So because she freaked out, Whiskers freaked out, so nothing got accomplished yesterday. So everyone came home with gabapentin for cats, which is like Quaaludes for cats. So we had to give them liquid, and they didn't want to do that either. So all 5 cats got some kitty Quaaludes, and it all calmed them down. Everyone just vegged out. It was really nice. It was quiet. No Grand Central at 2 o'clock in the morning. It was just quiet all night. They were out cold. They slept. I forget what the affectionate name for a kiddie racetrack in the middle of the night, but it was quiet. Mealy actually slept in our bed, which she hasn't done for 3 years, and it was nice. So we got them all dosed again this morning. An hour later, we packed them all up and brought them there, and everything got accomplished. But Mealy actually had to be sedated to get what she had to get done. So she was a little groggy up until a few minutes ago. She's back to herself. So that was 2 o'clock this afternoon. She was out cold. So everything's good. Everyone's healthy, and no one's diabetic, which we were scared of a little bit. But everyone, despite their hugeness, Precious and Tigger and Whiskers are all within like 4 ounces of weight of each other, and he's 5, and they're going to be 3. So that's what Maine Coons are to regular cats. Mealy's a little bit low on her happy scale. She's at the bottom. She's supposed to be in the 9s, but she's at the low end. And Gigi is just a baby, so she's 6 pounds, so she's growing quick. So everyone's good. Everyone's happy. And tomorrow, I may be running. I'm definitely running down to Mansfield to go check out a new HF radio. So hopefully it's smoke-free enough for me to purchase, because as everyone knows, the XYL here has leukemia, and I can't have a smoker's radio in the house. So with that, 7-3, everybody. We'll catch you Wednesday. Have a good week so far. We'll catch you soon. KD2, HCE, back to net.
Okay, Chris. Yes, I know. I have had cats over the years, and it's always been a challenge when you have to take them to the vet. The last cat I had was a calico cat. She didn't do too awful bad at the vet, but man, that trip over there, she whined nonstop. So, okay, let's go on out to Oklahoma. Ray, K5 CFY. Hello.
QWE, this is K5 CFY. Well, good evening, Mike and Andy and Nick and Just Nick and Dustin and everybody. Y'all do a great job lighting up the airways with the beacon net. We definitely appreciate it. And I really don't have much to say, but I'll guess C and D, I guess, on the trivia tonight. And we'll see how that goes, but again, appreciate all you guys putting the net on. It's a blast. I sure enjoy it. 73, everybody. Have a good one. K5 CFY. Back to you there, Mike.
Okay, Ray. Well, have a great night. Let's go over to Wadsworth and see what Ed is up to. Whiskey Bravo 8 GKB. Okay, Ed.
Well, let me see here. Let's give it a chance to get in there. WBHEKV is here. Trivia question. Well, I'll just take a guess at C. I don't know the answer. I heard a couple people giving C. I'll kind of copy on that one. And let's see. Anyway, I don't think I have traffic. A lot of things are going on, I guess. Getting a new lawnmower in the next day or two, that's the big deal. Kubota finally got rid of some really old, I guess they were kind of worn out. Could have repaired maybe the one, I don't know, but good grief. Pretty old. I think one was 27 years, the other at about 20. But anyway, we're getting a new lawnmower, so that's a big deal. Anyway, that's one thing going on. And without anything else on the traffic there, I will give my guesstimate there on the outfit. And good to hear everybody onto the net there tonight. And we'll turn it back to net control. When I came on before, there was somebody stuck on something, but I think I got a good report on the audio, so I just wanted to check, see how the link was getting into the outfit there, if there's much noise or just a little or none, or a signal check type deal. Anyway, with that, we'll turn it back to net control. WBHGKV.
Okay, Ed, I can tell your audio quality is excellent. There is no noise. It's basically you have full quieting of the repeater. Okay, before we continue on, I better ID this thing. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. Do we have any additional check-ins?
Kilo Echo 5, November, Charlie Papa, KE5NCP, Tom, Osage County, Oklahoma.
Kilo Lima 7, Foxtrot, Romeo, Mike and Willow, Alaska, KL7, Frozen Radio. I have to step out of the shack, so mark me in and out, and CC for trivia. Thanks for the net. 7-3 dial, KL7 Frozen Radio.
Okay, we picked up Tom KE5NCP, and we picked up Alaska Mike, which is Kilo Lima 7 Frozen Radio. He is in and out. Okay, let's just move on. Let's go on down to Kentucky. Mark, KG4SCK, you are up.
Hey, good evening, Mike. This is KG4SCK. So my answers, since there's a lot of planetary questions on this net, I'm going to go with Charlie. Planetary motion or something. And the alternate question, I'm going to go with Delta Shadowmakers. And just wanted to say I had a good time Saturday out at Worcester at the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Oscar Club, participating in the Invis event. So that's what I got. And back over to you, Net Control, KG4SCK.
Okay, Mark, it sounds like you had a good weekend. I'm glad that you enjoyed the Worcester Invis event. I wanted to get going, but my wife and I had plans for the weekend, and that's where I was at. So, okay, let's go to Ralph. KE8DLJ, you are up. KE8DLJ, Ralph. Okay, well, we will see what Ralph is up to later on. Okay, without further ado, let's go out to Oklahoma to Alan, KI5DAY, and if you're there, could you please read the alternate trivia? KI5DAY, Alan, you are up.
W8WKY.
just got a message on the blue screen that he's on the phone. You'll have to pick him up here at the bottom of the list. ABNMO, back to you there, Mike.
Okay, Andy, that sounds good. Thank you much. Okay, let's go to Texas and see what Nickelodeon is doing. KF580E.
All right, good evening all. I hope this is back online. I'm going to do a drop. Let me know if you're hearing me okay.
Okay, Nick, it's pretty garbled. You have an awful lot of issues as far as losing some packets.
Okay. Try this. I picked the radio up off the bed. Kind of like this. Is it that?
No, I hate to say it, that didn't really help it any. Nick, try a different place within the house and see if that works out.
Okay, this is KF5ADE on link. Do you have control over?
Okay, yeah, that seemed to get the problem fixed.
Well, we were going through RF, the little bow thing. It's not proving to work tonight. Maybe it's the weather. It could be anything else, half a dozen different things. The way we're sitting in the bed. Nonetheless, for my trivia question, I'm going to go ahead before I forget too much. C&C, Charlie and Charlie. The question off the blue screen, so I'm going to go that direction with the alternate as being Charlie as well. So we've got Charlie. And it was a wonderful time at the restaurant we had with Nick and crew up there, and rallied over to the meeting, and I'm there, learned a little something on the brief on the RF using the RFI reduction. There we go. I'll get on my head yet. But it was meeting a lot of folks, more folks than I can possibly remember names to and faces to. So we got some pictures done as well. And we'll have to see if Nick stands kind of, because they're really on her phone, not mine, but they're on her phone. So we'll have to see if Nick wants to get those. We can do that later. With that, I guess that's about all I have. So with that, KF5AD returning back to net control.
Okay, that sounds good. Yes, we were certainly glad to have you at our meeting. Okay, let's go to Sandy. KG5SYC.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Net, Mike and Nick and Dustin, and anybody out there that's listening. I likewise had a very good time meeting you all at the meeting and at the Mexican restaurant, and being able to put face-to-face to everybody. Even though I probably didn't say a lot, I enjoyed myself and getting to talk to a few people, and just, I don't know, getting acquainted and being able to put a face to voice. That's the key with us living down in Texas, which we'll be leaving on Wednesday and back home. So by the time the Wednesday comes on, we'll be definitely echoing and definitely back on Texas. With the picture I sent answer over to Jeff Nick, so he should have got it through a text message. He would have known to recognize the phone number, which he probably didn't, but you can all ask him for a picture if you really want it. At any rate, trivia. My trivia answer will be C for slow. There you go. I have to pull it in there. This is KG5FYC, back to net control.
Okay, Sandy, we'll have a great night. It was certainly nice having you at our meeting. Okay, let's go to Rittman and to K1 LDF. You are up.
Good evening. This is K1 LDF. First, I'll start with the trivia. I don't know much about the man, the myth, the legend, Kepler himself, but I do believe there's a telescope named in his honor, so I'll have to go with C, the laws of planetary motion on that. Educated guess. No real traffic for the night, but just want to say good evening to everyone. And I realized this last week that I'm about, I think, 3 miles due west of the repeater, so hopefully this is coming through all right on RF. With that, I'll send it back to net control, K1 LDF.
Austin, you are 100% quieting, perfect audio. So yes, I would say that your radio is working just fine. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break and do a quick identify and see if we have any additional check-ins. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey 8 on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. Do we have any additional check-ins to the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net? Okay, it looks like we don't have anyone else, so let's go to Mac KI5RFI.
Yeah, back in northwest Arkansas, KI5RFI. Hello to everybody on the been a busy weekend here in northwest Arkansas. We had a Memorial Mini Ham Fest up in Pea Ridge for a local fella who went silent key and had a great time, a good time. Now, answer my trivia question is C, and for Alan's, I'll go with C also. And with that, I'll turn it back to you. Next control, this is KI5. Bye.
Okay, that sounds good. Good, Mac. I'm glad that you had a good time at the Ham Fest. Okay, let's go up to Strongsville. Eric, KE8 VZA, you are up.
KE8 QWE, this is KE8 VZA. Hello, all the Beaconites out there. Hope everyone's having a good evening. I got to spend my afternoon wrestling with the kitchen faucet. When the kitchen sink goes down, it's a big deal. So got it back up and running, but man, the instructions on the manufacturer's website were terrible. Troubleshooting instructions, useless. But fortunately, some good people out there put some good information out on YouTube, of course, and I was able to figure out the trick to it. It was just changing the cartridge in the center of the valve. So much fun. Going to build a 2-meter Yagi antenna here tomorrow for the Norris Fox Hunt that's next Saturday. That'll be my first foray into that, so that should be interesting. But other than that, I guess that just takes me down to the trivia questions. For the main trivia question, I'm going to answer Charlie for planetary motion. And for the alternate trivia question, Bravo for beer. Or unkindness, I guess it is. And that's about all I have. With that, this is KE8 VZA, back to net.
Okay, Eric. Yeah, I've done a little bit of plumbing. I can't say that I've truly enjoyed that type, especially if you have to crawl under the sink. I know that's always a pain. My wife has dropped her earrings in the sink many times. I have to open up the trap, and then I get everything out of it. So, okay, have a great night. Okay, let's go out to Aurora. Mark, KC8, FQV, buddy, you are up.
All right, KC8, FQV. I'm going to say CC. Concealed what? KC. Concealed carry weapon. Yeah, I didn't get the Hamfest, but yes, I did because I looked at their Facebook page and seen a post, so it was good. Out there in Dover, Tuscarawas County Fairgrounds. So, not much else here happening. Well, other I can't eat now until tomorrow, so I go to the doctor. I hope to wake up in the morning and see that they want me to go and do blood work, because for some reason I never knew blood work expired. I don't get that one Cleveland Clinic, but we'll find out when I go to the doctor tomorrow. I'll get up in the morning, I'll check my chart and see if there's anything in there, any kind of message from the doctor. So, we'll get it somewhere. Great seeing her last Thursday. And 1 month from now, 1 month from now,
I think looking at the radio,
history.
take and press the left volume.
History for another year, because Thursday, that's when everyone starts moving through town and moving through the state, heading for Dayton, Xenia, and getting ready to, go through them barns and go through them boxes under the tables and see what we can find, or visit the museum, or do eyeball session and live in color and real sound, not something going through a radio. So we'll send it back to net. KC at FQV, but I'm going to say CC, concealed carry weapon, KCFQV.
Okay, Mark, well, have fun getting your blood draw. I have to get 2 of those here in the next week, which I don't know why they don't combine them, but one is for my oncologist, the other is for my general practitioner. So, in any event, Mark, have a great night. Okay, let's go to Monroe Falls. Mike, Whiskey Bravo 8, CXO, you are up. Okay, Mike, did we get some answers for the trivia questions from you? Over. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, let's go out to Oklahoma. Tom, KE5NCP.
Yeah, thank you, Mike, and good evening to you and everybody else on the Beacon Net tonight. Been a beautiful day here in Oklahoma today. Down to 53 degrees right now, but really been nice. Got up to mid-70s and what have you, very light winds, so it's a really good day around here. We was out yesterday working part of the day getting the tower down and stuff like that, thanks to the many folks with Ham Rescue here out of Tulsa. And we got the tower down, we got a new rotor put in and what have you, and now we got a bunch of coax and a bunch of other stuff to get ordered and replaced and what have you, and ready to put this thing back in the air in a couple of weeks. But anyway, we got her on the ground, and that's the main thing. Let's see. Other than that, trivia questions. I'm going to go with Charlie on the primary and Bravo on the Allen's auxiliary question. Secondary question, whatever you want to call it. So Charlie and Bravo. But anyway, not much else going on, so we just thought we'd get in here and get on the net tonight and say howdy to everybody and all that good stuff. So turn it back to net control. KE5 NCP 73.
Okay, Tom, yeah, it sounds like you had your share of work. I know that I enjoy working on antennas and things like that, but I also know that climbing ladders, dragging everything around, is a lot of work and can get you hurt if you're not careful. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ID this thing, see if you have any additional check-ins. This is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. Do we have any additional check-ins for the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net? Please say your call sign phonetically and alphabetically with your name. Okay, let's go on up to the top of the net. We'll do the Beacon team, and I guess I'm number one. Well, what did I do? Well, this weekend, my wife and I, we went down to Amish country, and we went to see a Garth Brooks tribute band. We spent the night, and it was really nice. It was great. I had a good time. And then in this afternoon, I went and played music with some friends, and I was real happy with how I played. Granted, I had a guy there by the name of Jesse Smith, which I'm not even worthy of being in the same room with the man, and we were there, and it sounded great. Okay, trivia. I'm going to go with C. I'm really torn between C and D for the main question, because I know what the Capurian elements are, but I don't know whether he knew about the alignment of the planets or how things move. So I'm going to go with C. And the alternate trivia question, I'm going to go with B. So, with that being said, let's pass this on over to Andy. AB8MO.
W8WKY.
All right, Mike. Hey, before you take me, why don't you call back Alan, because he mentioned on the blue screen that he is off the phone now. So pick him up first and then come back to me.
Okay, let's go see what Alan is up to. I'm sure he's causing problems. KI5DAY. Alan, you are up to what? What is the alternate trivia question?
Good evening. Real quick on the main trivia question, I was just reading it because I didn't get a chance to read it. Since I have no clue, I'm going to say E for Ethel Merman. That sounds like a great answer. Ethel Merman, that would be my answer for the main trivia. And as I scroll down through here to find my alternate trivia question so I can read it from the screen, I'm struggling to find it. But basically what it said was, let me take a break and let this drop and I'll come back. In the wonderful mythical world of all the different things that people have talked about over the years with ravens, you know, how they're always involved with things that are spooky and Halloweens and all kinds of stuff, the question arises, a flock of ravens is often referred to as A, corn waldo beans chickens, B, unkindness, C, a black mass, as witches were often referred to, especially in Salem, North Carolina, and D, shadow makers. So there's the alternate trivia question. Ravens often referred to as Colonel Cornwaddle means chickens. That's A. B is unkindness. C is a black mass. And D is shadow makers. Okay, that's it. KI5DAY. Hope everybody's doing well. I got over here late, and then I had a phone call. Tim's wife, KI5TAQ, Taco Tim's wife had to call me about the whatever this screen thing is I'm looking at, net logger for our side over there. But anyways, hope everybody's doing well. KI5DAY.
Okay, Alan, I love that trivia question. So now let's go to the land of snow and maple syrup. Andy, AB8MO, you were up.
All right, I think I'm officially up now. I think. KA2WE from AB8MO. Alrighty, Mike. Sounds good there. A little bit less on the check-ins than we normally get. We got 28, but still good net here. Got the mayhem on the blue screen. Let's see. Please answer B for Sandy. Okay, she changed her answer. She ain't going with Cibolo, or is that for the alternate trivia question? So anyway, I registered my answers as C/A. Gotta have Cornwaldo beans chickens in there. I don't care if it's wrong, but I like saying Colonel Cornwaldo bean, and I know Nick will be compelled to say it too. Well, we'll see. I said it, so maybe he won't. We'll see. But I'll go for C, which looks to be unanimous so far. The main trivia. Thanks to Nick at KAQKO for bringing that up. And I'll see if I can get down there this coming Saturday. Sneak in there so Nick doesn't slip something in my flapjacks. All right. Let's see, had church this morning, kind of a long service, but it was good. And came home and played a little radio. I worked the South Cook Islands. It was not Lads Reap Islands. I don't know. It starts with an L. I did work them on 20 and 30 meters, but I haven't worked them on 10 meters yet. But they'll be around for another, I think a couple days. They're one of about 3D expeditions that are out there right now. All righty, now that I've wasted 3 minutes of everybody's time, I'll throw it back to you there, Mike, KAQWE. This is AB8MO. Toot toot.
Okay, Andy, have a great night. Let's go to Akron and talk to Nick at night. KE8QKO, you are up.
KE8QKO. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, everybody on the net for checking in tonight. All right, so I'm going to start with the alternate trivia question because I already obviously know the answer to the trivia question. I know, at least I've always heard of a group of crows being referred to as a murder, and I see crows in my backyard quite a bit. Often I see them chasing hawks around when they're eyeballing my chicken coop. So in that regard, I'm going to go with Colonel Cornwaldo Beans chickens, because that'll be my answer, Alpha, since I know crows, I would assume, are a murder, and there's probably a correlation to crows and ravens. But the crows chase away the hawks that are eyeballing my chickens, so I'm going to thank Colonel Cornwaldo Bean for that. and go with Alpha. Yeah, aside from that, my traffic tonight is really all kind of about my announcement earlier about the pancake breakfast. But ultimately, this weekend we took the Scouts to Pennsylvania, to Pittsburgh. There's a small camp actually right in downtown Pittsburgh, and they had a really, really cool ropes course that stretches from about 20 feet in the air to about 40 feet in the air. And took the kids there. They did some ropes course stuff. They did some zip lining. It was really awesome. I'm actually kind of proud of my son, honestly. It's my son. I'm always proud a little bit, but there were, I think, out of the 40 people that were at the ropes course, he was one of 7 that did the high 40-foot course. And yeah, I'm really proud. My 11-year-old son went up there, braved it. I mean, that's pretty high for 11, and did it all. And there was actually one point where he was tethered, obviously, to the line, but he slipped and kind of fell off and held himself up with one arm and kind of pulled himself back onto the course with one arm and continued on like nothing really happened. Obviously, he wasn't going to fall to his doom. That'd be bad. Mom would be very upset if that happened. But he did it. He persevered, and I watched my son do it, got a lot of good pictures, and really enjoyed it. So in regard to my previous comment, that's the kind of stuff we do. And we want kids to succeed. We want them to go out and do fun things and grow individually and as a group. And that's why we have things like the pancake breakfast I announced. Let's try to keep that going. Anyway, with that, I'll pass it back to Net Control. This is K8QKO.
Okay, Nick, it sounds like you had a great weekend. Yes, I saw the pictures with that course. I don't know whether I could do it. Well, first of all, I'm too old and I'm too fat to be climbing up there, but it sounds like you had a great time. Okay, let's go down to Orville and talk to Just Nick, KD8 SLG.
KE8QWE. This is KD8 SLG. Good evening, Mike, and all of the Beacon netizens out there. It's fun to be listening instead of having to pay attention tonight, honestly. Not that I haven't been paying attention, but it's a little bit different when I don't have to be recording everybody's answers and typing in call signs and all that stuff. So it's kind of fun. I can see why people tune in. Trivia question before I go too far sideways. C seems to be the overwhelming answer for the trivia question of note there. And, of course, I always go with Colonel Cornwaldo Bean's answer. So I believe that is A tonight. Yeah, and we may have to change the questions to the Bridge of Death, Bridgekeeper questions from Monty Python. That might be a fun little way to go for a while. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? So there. The crusade is on. See the segue there? For the crusade is on for field day, everybody. So fourth weekend there in June, the 25th, I believe. Put it on your calendars. Save the day. 24th and 25th, I believe. We start on the 24th and work right on through to the 25th. If you're local here in the area, we will be in the Rittman American Legion. We do it right. We have air conditioning. We have flush toilets. It's a wonderful time, and you'll be hearing a lot about that over the next 9 weeks from me. So get used to it, and when the sign-up sheets go up, sign up there, pick up a few hours, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you. Russ makes some good food, and we have a great time. So there. This is KD8 SLG. Back to Net Control.
Okay, Nick, it sounds like you're having a great time. Yes, field day, boy. It seems like we just had one of those. So, okay, yeah, I'm certainly going to be there doing whatever it takes. Okay, let's go to Medina. Let's talk to the Sasquatch. KD8 EPC, you are up.
Oops, help if I'm on the right VFO. KD8 EPC, good evening, Mike. KQWE. How you doing, my friend? I don't have a lot for you tonight. Work today. Having a relaxing evening. During the net, I got a basket of dirty clothes together. I got to throw in the washing machine here and get ready for another work week. So for the main trivia answer, give me answer C. And for Alan's answer, it's always Colonel Corn Waldo Bean. I think that was A. So with that, you're doing a good job, Mike. Get lots more check-ins here and have a great evening. This is KD8EPC, back to net control. 73, y'all.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, have fun doing laundry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ID this thing, see if we have anybody else, and if we don't, then we're going to go ahead and get an answer to the trivia. Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. I'm on the Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee repeater. Do we have any more check-ins to the Sunday night edition of the NEP? Please say your call sign phonetically and alphabetically.
Hello, Mike. WV3K. I'll go ahead and let you know that I'm thinking Charlie, laws of motion, the first law of Kepler. And on the other question, I think it might possibly be... I don't know. I don't have an answer for that question at all. But hope everyone's doing well. Sorry about signing with no traffic earlier, but I thought while I was listening and talking to my wife, I'd go ahead and throw that out to you. So please pardon me for not waiting to be ordered by the net control to go ahead and speak up. WV3K, and I'll be on the side. God bless and love to everyone.
Okay, Phil, have a great night. Do we have anyone else that'd like to check into the net?
Kilo Charlie, 5 Real Big Guns, KC5 RBG, Shannon in Tulsa.
Whiskey 4, Bravo Papa Tango, W4, TPT. Police call, West Virginia, you're not, sir, no traffic.
Okay, somebody has their radio keyed up. Could you please unkey it, please? Okay, that sounds good. Okay, it looks like we got Shannon in Tulsa, and we have David in Florida. So let's go out to Tulsa. Shannon, hello. KC5 RBG.
Hello, KC5 RBG. And hope everyone's having a great night and had a great weekend. Well, I sure did. I ended up getting my grandson Kenyon Thursday evening and had him till just a little bit ago. So we had a long weekend and had a blast. Next weekend looks favorable for the same. So he doesn't have school on Fridays anymore for the rest of the year. So I may be getting 3-day weekends with him. So that's going to be really nice. For the trivia questions, I'm going to go with the great state of Oklahoma on both because it's never wrong. And I hope everyone has a wonderful start to the week. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns, saying God bless, 73. Back to net control.
Okay, Shannon, you sound good, and it sounds like you've had a great weekend with your grandson. Boy, that is what keeps a person young. That is for sure. Okay, let's go down to Florida. Let's see what David is doing. So we have Whiskey 4, Bravo Tango. Whiskey 4, Delta Bravo Tango. Okay, let me try it one more time. We have Whiskey 4, Delta Bravo Tango, David in Florida. Okay, I'm going to do one more call, see if anybody else would like to get in the net, and we'll go ahead and get this thing wrapped up. Would anybody else like to join us on the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net?
Kilo, Charlie D, Echo, Echo Yankee. Kilo, Charlie D, Echo, Echo Yankee.
November 5, Alpha, Quebec, Mike. N5, AQM, Mike, currently on Waikiki Beach in Hawaii.
Okay, we picked up N5 AQM, and we had a KC. Looks like we had KC8EEY. Okay, let's go ahead and go on up to David. KC8EEY, you are up.
Good evening to the net. Kind of joined it kind of late. Did not hear the trivia question. Just want to join in there and get in there and get all in. We'll turn it back to the net. We're one and done. That's KC8EY.
Okay, would you like to take a try at our trivia? If you need the question read, I'd be more than happy to have Nick read that again.
Sure, why not? Go ahead and give me the trivia question.
Okay, Nick, could you please reread the trivia question?
W8WKY.
KEKKO, absolutely. Mike, always happy to. All right, the trivia question this evening is as follows. What is Johannes Kepler best known for? Your options are Alpha, laws of universal gravitation. Bravo, laws of thermodynamics. Charlie, laws of planetary motion. Or Delta, laws of motion. And with that, Mike, I'll pass it back to you. This is KEKKO.
Okay, that sounds good, Nick. Okay, David, do you have an answer for us?
Well, I think you do. I'll go with C. Kepler was an astronomer, and we have a Kepler telescope up there circling. Well, at one time circling around this planet. I don't know if it's still in its course or not, but I think I'll go with C.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, let's go to Arizona, Mike, N5AQM.
good evening, everybody on the net. N5AQM, currently sitting in a high-rise hotel on Waikiki Beach, just south of Honolulu, Hawaii, on the island of Oahu. And I just missed the question. I don't read the answers, but I just missed the question because of a little bit of a choppy breakup. And give you a quick weather rundown here. We were under partly cloudy skies here currently, about 80 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm sitting here in the high-rise hotel looking out over the Pacific Ocean in the direction of Japan. There's nothing out there but water between here and Japan. So back to net from N5QM.
Oh, that sounds nice. It's been kind of cold and rainy here. Hey, would you like to have the question read?
Yeah, QSL, just need the question. I just need the question. We got all the answers, but we're just unsure of the question. The XYL is also, her call sign, by the way, is Nancy 7 Lima, Quebec, Mike, N7 LQM. Her name is Marissa, and she's had that call sign since 1988. So, yeah, just need the question again. Over.
Okay, Nick, one more time, please.
Absolutely, Mike. We want everyone to get an opportunity to answer. All right, the question and answers this evening are, what is Johannes Kepler best known for? What is Johannes Kepler best known for? The options are alpha, laws of universal gravitation; Bravo, laws of thermodynamics; Charlie, laws of planetary motion; or Delta, laws of motion. And with that, Mike, I'll pass it back to you. This is K8QKO.
Okay, Mike, what is your answer?
And I will pick planetary motion. I guess that might be C. But anyway, planetary motion. And thanks, guys, and greetings and aloha from Hawaii, from N5AQM.
Okay, Mike and Marissa, have a great night. Well, I'll tell you what, it is getting late. I'm going to go ahead and go to Nick and Alan and get the answers to the trivia questions. Okay, let's go with the main one first. Okay, Nick, I'm curious to see what this is.
Copy that, Mike. All right, the question this evening was, what is Johannes Kepler best known for? And the answer was Charlie, laws of planetary motion. I think everybody got that one right. I was hoping to be a few dissenters in there, but apparently everybody got what they wanted out of that, and I appreciate the answers, and everybody got it right. So hopefully next week's question will be a little more difficult. I've recently had a string of, I don't want people to get a wrong per se, but I try to have some dissenting opinions, if you will, and we haven't had too many in recent trivia questions. So let's hope next year is a little bit better, the next question is a little bit better. Anyway, so that was it. The answer was Charlie, laws of planetary motion. Kepler's laws of planetary motion are 3 scientific laws describing the motion of planets around the sun. And so with that, Mike, I will pass it back to you. This is K8QKO.
Okay, Nick, that was a great question. I really didn't know whether it was just the laws of motion or the laws of the planet, so I just went with the rest of us. Okay, Alan, I'm curious to hear the answer to this one. Alan, you are up, buddy.
KI5DAY, do I dare say? Just got to get this out of my system. Bring me a shrubbery. Yeah, that's stuck in my head. Thanks a lot, Monty Python fans. We're having a good time in the blue screen with the Monty Python stuff. Man, what a show that was. But the alternate trivia question was, a flock of ravens is often referred to as A, Colonel Cornwall Bean's chickens. That's a pretty good guess, but that's not right. B, unkindness. C, black mass, as witches gatherings were sometimes referred to. Or D, shadow makers. If you chose D, shadow makers, you are wrong. It was B, unkindness. So there it is. That's the trivia question alternate for the night. Thanks for playing, and get your gifts on the way out. All parting contestants will receive a coupon for Wendy's, $5 off their biggest cheeseburger. KI5DAY. Back to that.
Okay, Alan, that was a great question, and I can say I have never heard that before. Okay, I'm going to do one more call, and then we are wrapping the show up. Is there any additional check-ins to the Sunday night edition of the Beacon Net?
KE8DLJ, recheck, in and out, 18-wheel mobile, Ralph.
Okay, recheck, go ahead.
This is Ralph, KE8DLJ. I had to step out, so if you called on me at the beginning of the net, I had to drop a trailer and go get another and do all that, but I just figured I'd recheck and explain myself. Everybody take care. This is KE8DLJ.
Okay, Ralph, that sounds good, and thanks for the recheck, and have a good and safe night. Okay, I'm going to get this thing wrapped up. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, and Whiskey 8 Whiskey Bravo Repeater, Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Repeater, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come see us on the next edition of the Beaconette every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Repeater, All-Star Node 48496 and Echo Link Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Dash Romeo. Also, don't forget to check out the barometer net every morning except for Sunday at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. Also on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends in Oklahoma every day at noon Central Time for the Boredom Breaker Net. And we also have that net now carried on the Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Repeater Wednesday at 1 p.m. Okay, let me get back on track here. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is Mike. I'm returning the repeater at the normal and customary amateur use at this time, and will be clear. 73, y'all. I am falling asleep, and I'm going to bed. Thanks, everyone.
Good night, Mike. Good night, KD2HC.
I would appreciate it. This is KT8Y,
station calling there. Your audio is really, really quiet. I couldn't understand what you were saying there. KD80PC.
I appreciate that, Tom. That's what I was asking. I'm setting up my computer to have the software to control my radio, and didn't know exactly if how my audio was sounding. If you could stick around just a little bit, I'd like to try a couple things. This is KC8EEY. The personal here is Dave.
Yeah, Dave, not a problem. Whatever you did that time, your audio improved 100 times. So I'll stand by here and let you make your changes and give it a try again. And the name here is Dustin.
Thank you, Dustin. What I did was I went on to the hand mic for the receiver instead of going through the computer. I'm going to turn up the gain on the computer a little bit and see if that helps. Just give me a few seconds here.
KD80PC, KD2HC.
Okay, Dustin, how's this sounding? I turned up the gain on the computer a little bit.
It's getting a little bit louder, pretty echoey, and it still sounds like you're a million miles away from the microphone.
Okay, what it is, it's not picking up the mic on the computer, and it's probably going to get right back through the mic on the radio. Let me try something else here.
If that was you again there, Dave, you didn't even come through that time.
Okay, thank you, Dustin. Yeah, I disconnected the mic completely from the radio, and so what it's doing is it's not using the mic on the computer, and it was using the mic that was on the radio, and of course it was sitting behind me out of sight. So I'll have to check into that. Appreciate you sticking in there with me a little bit, and we appreciate that very much. This is KC8EEY, and we'll say 73s to you, my friend.
All right, well, 73 there, Dave, and glad I could be of service. Hopefully you get that all worked out and figured out here real soon. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and KD2HCE, I heard you. Go ahead.
KD80PC. About 13 hours until there's no more smell of onions around here. You're going to have to take over on that one.
Well, that's all right, because there's a smell of onions here today, too. I had a special visit from Columbus after work today, and it came with 2 crave cases for me.
Well, when we arrived here, we had 60, and that was Thursday morning at 1:10 a.m. on Thursday morning, and there's 10 left in the fridge. So it's been mostly me. She's had a couple, but it's been mostly me. I've probably had 45. So Friday, Saturday, and just tonight was the last 20. They were put aside. So there were 40 right away, and the last 20 are just for tonight and tomorrow morning. So that's pretty good for a single person. I'm smaller than you, so I think I'm doing pretty good.
Well, there you go. Well, you enjoy those sliders. Glad you made it back safe and sound with those.
Yeah, we were not mugged in Medina.
I got your message after we got home. That was funny. That was funny. I could just see pulling in the driveway at 1 a.m. and there's Dustin in the driveway, blocking the garage. I'm holding your garage ransom. I can see that. Okay, thanks a lot. I gotta cut it short. We gotta get everything going early. Like I said, I gotta take a run down to Mansfield tomorrow and see if this elderly woman will sell me her radio for a decent price. It's got 8 hours on it, but it's been in a smoker's house for 4 or 5 years. It's only got 8 hours of use. It's still new. She bought it new in 19, but it's been sitting like inside her house that she smokes in. So with Lisa around, I can't have a smoker's radio in here with her and the leukemia. I just can't do it. It's just not right. So I got to see how, because she's kept it for the last 2 years or so in the basement, and it hasn't been smoky down there. I got to see if I can, if it's worth it. It's worth $20 in gas to go down there and find out to see if it's worth it, and we'll see if we got a decent price on it or how much I have to clean it. I'll make her an offer, and we'll see what happens. So with that, we'll let you know. KD28CE, back to you, and we'll be clear on your final.
All right, well, we'll say 73 to you there. Good luck with that radio tomorrow, and hopefully it works out for the better, and you're not driving down there for nothing. We'll say 73 and have yourself a good night. This is KD80PC, and I'm standing by listening.
This is Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Alpha Victory. This is Sly from Central New Jersey. I just got my technician license. Looking for contact.
All right, that 2 station there, good evening to you. I totally missed your call the first time. Would you come back one more time, just a little bit slower? This is Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie. Back to you.
This is Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Alpha Victory. My name is Sly. And can you come back with yours a little bit slow? Thank you.
No problem at all there. I got it that time. The call here is Kilo Delta 8 Echo Papa Charlie. The name here is Dustin, and we're located in Medina, Ohio, which is about 25 miles south of Cleveland. Back to you.
W8WKY.
I'm sorry. It must be on my end. I kind of went out. I didn't get it fully.
All right, we'll try that one more time. It's Kilo Delta, the number 8 Echo Papa Charlie. Over.
Thank you. I got it that time. And what's your name again?
The name here is Dustin. Delta Uniform Sierra Tango India November. And like I said, we're here in Medina, Ohio, 25 miles south of Cleveland.
Okay. Nice to, talk to you guys. I'm new to the hobby. I just put up my diamond antenna, the X50 Alpha, and I have some handhelds, but I just got a Yaesu 6000 FTM 6000 mobile radio, and I'm just going crazy to try to see how to program this thing. Back to you.
Very good there. Well, you're sounding pretty good. I'm not familiar with that Yaesu radio. I've got a bunch of ICOMs over here, so I wouldn't be any helping you program that. But Yaesu makes some really nice stuff, and whatever you're doing it right because you're sounding real good. How long have you had your ticket?
It's been a month. Before I took it, I was looking on YouTube and stuff, and I wound up buying like radios, the Baofeng. Then I got the Ocean KGUV 90 Mate, the KGUV 90 Plus, and then I got the KGUV 935G, which is a GMRS radio. So then I went and took the test and knocked out the test. So just trying to learn the hobby and get into it a little more. Back to you.
All right. Well, we're glad to have you in there with us this evening. Yeah, ham radio is a lot of fun, and especially being brand new, you get to talk to people all around the country and the world that you've never talked to before. So sounds like you're getting a pretty good little collection of radios together. I've got over here I'm on an IC 5100 dual band mobile radio right now here at the house. It's got a VHF, UHF, like I said, and then it's got D-Star on it, which is kind of cool, one of the digital modes. There's many of them, though. And then I've got a ICOM 7000 for HF. It also does VHF, UHF, and a 7100 ICOM. So I got a bit of radios, and I have an Anytone 868 HT and a bunch of Baofengs sitting around here. So you know how it is. The ham radio hobby, man, the more you get into it, the more stuff you accumulate. But that's kind of how it goes. But as much as I'd love to stay here and chat, it's getting pretty late over here, and I'm starting to fall asleep on the microphone. So I'm going to have to say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and hopefully we'll catch you there down the log. And if you can, come and join us on the Beacon Net every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on All-Star Node 48496 and Echolink W8 WKY-R. With that, this is KD8EPC. I'm going to say 73, and I will be clear on your final, sir. Good to meet you.
Same here, and thanks again, and hope to talk to you guys soon. 73 clear.
KD8EPC, KD8SLG.
Go ahead there, Nick.
Hey, I know you're cutting out of there, but real quick, I think I'm going to throw at the XCOM, next XCOM meeting that we connect the 275 to the D-Star net on Sunday night, see if we can't drum up some more business for Jeff there. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that would be good there. But, hey, I got to run to the Blue Room, and I sent you a text, so I'll catch you here in a little bit. KD8EPC.
Roger, roger. KD8SLG clear.
KD8SLG, KD2HCE before I hit the hay, too.
KD2HCE, KD8SLG. Go ahead, Chris.
Mr. Dan, N8DLD's 100-foot of coax. I want to donate that to the that auction kind of deal for the club. How can I get that to you or to the club? Who should I send that to? Because I don't know when I'm going to make meetings to bring that to the inventory of the club.
Hold on to it for now, because we're trying to work out some sort of fire sale, because we do have some storage issues right now with club equipment, and we're trying to work out some sort of shall we say, better situation for the storage of things before field day, and that would include something of a raffling situation or auction type thing. We're still ironing out details, so if you could hold on to it for now, that would be fabulous. And when we work out the kinks on how we're going to do the transfer of some of the stuff that we need to make room for before we find some storage, I will let you know, and I have that on my list.
How much storage do you need?
That is yet to be determined. We have to take some inventory. I know the field day stuff alone is probably hundreds of feet of LMR 400 and the 5-band fan dipole. We've got 8 or 10 laptops and a router that we do for reporting. There's a whole bunch of stuff. I don't really have a laundry list available. So there you go. But we're looking for something climate controlled because it also includes a couple of repeaters and a few other things.
Oh, you lost me at climate control, but I have probably 3 by 3 by 6 foot of storage, so I could put a rack somewhere if you had that. But it's not quite climate controlled. It'll get cold, but it won't get freezing. It'll probably get to about 40 degrees in there.
This is Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Alpha Victory. This is live from New Jersey, new into the hobby, just got my technician license.
Once again, that call sign was Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Alpha Victor.
Kilo Echo 2 Bravo Alpha Victory. Over.
Hi, Stephen. We got you at a P.O. box in Manhattan, but you got Kilo Delta 2 Hotel Charlie Echo. Chris in Ohio. Originally from Westchester County, but I'm out here in Ohio now. Roger.
Roger that. Yeah, I go by the name. I know Stephen. That's my birth name, but I've been called Sly ever since I can remember. I kind of grew up in Westchester. I played basketball for a long time out in Westchester. So I always been called Sly. Why? I don't know, but it kind of stuck with me. Back to you.
Oh, Roger. We just drove back from, go ahead, I'm going to say it, Snobsmont. My mom and pop, my 87-year-old mom and pop are in Snobsmont. And my XYL upstairs is from Mount Vernon. So we were there for a week. We just got back Thursday morning at 1 a.m. I don't know if you were listening a few minutes earlier, but my sister-in-law's in Dutchess County, and we drive back and forth. And I don't know if you caught the news, but there was a Corvette that caught fire up on 84 a week ago Friday. I actually called 911. Dude jumped out of his car, and we're driving by, and he lifted up his gas tank door, and flames were coming out of his gas tank. He was trying to put a towel on it. Dude, glad you're out of your car, because your car's not going to be there when the fire trucks get there. And no, made the news, made everything. And then when I came down that night, this was Friday the 14th, coming down 684 just before Westchester County Airport, somebody rolled over in the middle. So it was a busy Friday up there in Westchester County. Lake Carmel had the vet fire, and somebody rolled over in I forget what town, what jurisdiction it was, but I think it was Armonk. But yeah, it was pretty fun driving around on Friday up that way. Back to you, KE2 BAV Kilo Delta 2 Hotel Charlie Echo.
First, I want to say blessed to your mom and dad. Wow, that's good. 87 years old. That's a blessing, man. And yeah, Mount Vernon takes me way back in the days. I played a lot of basketball out there. I played in Dobbs Ferry, Ardsley, Scarsdale, Hartsdale, all out there. I mean, Terrytown. I know Westchester pretty good, but could I get your call sign again? I'm trying to get used to this. If you can give.
Not a problem. King David, number 2. His children endure. Kilo Delta, number 2. Hotel Charlie Echo.
I got it. Thank you, man. I'm talking to so many people. I cannot remember these call signs, but I just put up my first antenna, a Diamond X50 Alpha, and I had some hand radios, the Wuxin Ocean KGUV90 made the KGUV90 Plus, some Baofangs. I just got a Yaesu mobile radio, actually the Yaesu FTM 6000, but I'm going crazy because I do not know how to program this thing. I don't know how to program this thing, so I'm just trying to find someone that's familiar with the Yaesu. Back to you.
Well, RT Systems, Romeo Tango Systems, has programming software for every radio, and they have the cable systems for it, and it makes it real easy to do everything. They make, basically, you buy the cable for it, and you buy the software. Once you buy the software, you just own the software, and then you buy the cables for any radios you have because you own that software. The software is not always for the radio. You can adapt to radios at that point. They do have, you get a license for them. So if you just have a different radio, it bends a little bit. It's better to buy the software for the radio, but if you have a second radio and all of that, it's all good from there. I only have one. I only have the programming software for the FD70 Yaesu with that cable. All the other ones, I have a B-Tech, which is a Baofeng knockoff. It's the American version of the Baofeng. I have the UV5X3. What is this? I use it in the car with an amplifier. It's the UV5X3. I use that in the car with a Mirage BD35 amp and a mobile antenna. So I have 45 watts on the HT on 2 meters and 35 watts on 440, and it gets out. I can hit the New Jersey repeaters from Westchester, the you go with a W2LI. The W2LI I can hit from there, and I can hit Valhalla from westbound on 80. So it does well from there, and it's the tram, just a Magnum mount on a Motorola Magnum, a true Motorola Magnum mount on the roof of the car. That's all there is. And there's a sunroof, so it's not that great. But welcome to the hobby. I got to get out of here. I got to get up early, feed the cats, and go hopefully pick up a real HF radio to complement my medium radio here. I'm going to get a real radio. But hopefully you'll study and get your general test and get into HF and expand things on there. But welcome to radio, and hopefully we'll talk to you again. With that, Kilo Echo 2, Bravo Alpha Victor, Sly in New Jersey, KD2 HCE 73 will clear on your final.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. and hope to talk to you again. Be safe out there. 73 clear.
And before you cut out, enable your logbook on QRZ and start logging people on QRZ. That should be your first step. You can always convert to something else from there, but at least you can start logging contacts on QRZ to keep a record of them. With that, 7-3, we're clear. KD2, HCE.
Okay, thank you, man. This is Kilo Echo 2, Bravo Alpha Victory, 73 clear.
Kilo Echo 2, Bravo Alpha Victor. Sly, this is Ralph. Kilo Echo 8, Delta Lima Juliet, 18-wheel mobile in Ohio.
W8WKY. W8WKY. Repeater PL1 14.8.